You're very welcome back. Now, our next guest was front and centre of one of the most exciting US elections in recent history.
She is Dr. Jane O'Mara Sanders, wife of presidential candidate Bernie Sanders, and she is live in our Limerick studio. Jane O'Mara Sanders, you're very welcome to the show.
Very welcome to us, Jane.
With a name like O'Mara or O'Meara, or however you pronounce it, you must be Irish.
I am. I'm 96% Irish, according to Ancestry.com.
Good. And you're in Ireland. I know you're in Ireland for a special talk this evening. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, the Ireland-New York Festival is amazing. I've gone to a couple of the seminars, and I was at one this morning, and I will be tonight as well. It's a wonderful festival for Limerick. That's what brought me here. I've never been to this part of Ireland before.
Jane,
but they're talking about creativity and education.
Yeah, Jane, we're dying to find out what Bernie Sanders is really like, because we've seen him in the news here in the past year. What kind of a guy? Is he a romantic type of fella? Tell us all about him.
I don't know about romantic, but wonderful, absolutely wonderful. He's hardworking. He's what you see is who he is, except you don't get to see him play baseball in the backyard with our grandchildren or teaching them chess or just hanging out with the family. He's a family man, too, so it's good.
I wonder now, looking back at the 2016 campaign, how yourself and Bernie look back on that. Is it with fond memories? It got a bit dirty. And then you see Hillary Clinton coming out in the last week in her new memoir of the campaign and blaming Bernie Sanders for her losing the campaign and letting Trump literally walk into the White House. How do you feel about those allegations?
Well, obviously I disagree. I think we ran a very positive campaign, and I think that Secretary Clinton was surprised to lose and has every right to her perspective. So I won't comment on what she's written. I can tell you that we absolutely loved the opportunity to go around our country and meet with people from different regions, from different backgrounds, and hear from them what their perspectives are on the future of the country. And it's been quite an honor being alongside Bernie during that journey.
Jane, you reckon, right, if it was Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders, that Bernie Sanders would have taken him in the big race?
I do. I think that has nothing to do with Secretary Clinton or the primary. It's just that I think that the people in the country that had not had not felt like they were part, and they actually weren't, of the recovery that President Obama presided over very well. There were a lot of people left out of that, and they're thinking. Their feeling was that they wanted a change. They wanted something more. They wanted a vision for the future that included them. And I think that if the people of the United States were given a choice for change between a positive, visionary Bernie Sanders and President Trump and his rather negative and dark vision, I have no doubt they would have chosen the positive one, because they believe in all people being created equal. They believe that we need national health care. They believe that college should be affordable for everybody, regardless of their income. Yeah. So, and all the polls showed that he would win as much as 12 points.
What do you think it was
Trump.
Then? Do you think he came too late to the campaign? Do you think that it was money? Do you think that the Clinton name carried her, that she was on the ticket? What do you think it was that he lost out to her?
Well, Secretary Clinton is one of the most well-known people in America, and she had the entire establishment, almost all the members of Congress, and the media did not take him seriously for a long time. So he didn't get much coverage until 2016, even though he started in 2015. So I think that people didn't know him, and it took a while to catch up. And we did better and better. The more people knew him, the more they liked him.
They were really feeling the burn, weren't they, Jane?
They were.
Jane, he's credited you with so much. You're obviously not just his wife and confidant, but a key advisor along the way. You're very, very close. You're so important to him. Would you say now, going forward to looking to 2020, do you think he'd be, 79 at that stage? Would you ever consider running again, or do you think that age would be an impediment there?
Well, that's the last ism that's allowed. We don't allow sexism, racism, but ageism seems to be an okay thing. Excuse me. And I think that Bernie and I feel that age is just a number. And you know that. You look at people and you say, okay, boy, somebody acts 40 even though they're 80. He has the energy of a much younger person, as every reporter who covered the campaign found out. Age will not be a factor. His health is excellent, and
so you're not ruling it out anyway.
He has not stopped.
It's all that baseball he plays in the backyard with all the grandkids, Jane, is it?
Yes, he has a wonderful time playing outside with the kids.
Jane, a lot of controversy stateside about Harvey Weinstein, and of course he was a big donator to the Democrats, and now there's calls for Hillary Clinton and former President Obama to give back the money that he gave. Did he ever give money to Bernie Sanders' campaign?
No, in fact, he advised, and we've seen several communications, advised the Clinton campaign as to how to defeat Bernie and take away. For instance, he created the impression that Bernie wasn't interested in civil rights or in African Americans, and it was a false impression.
This is Harvey Weinstein, you're saying? Okay, so, you're not surprised about the allegations then that are coming out at the moment, are you?
I didn't know anything about this. I don't know him, but I think it's. I think that the women that have spoken up have been very courageous.
They certainly have.
I appreciate that.
Jane, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you so much. It's been great to talk to you. We only
Thank
wish you were with us on the couch.
It's wonderful to be in Ireland.
The next time you must come and visit us and enjoy the rest of your trip.
Thanks a lot.
I will. Some of my family is from Cork.
Very good. Well, you have to come down.
You'll.
It's only down the road. Not too far from here. Thanks again.
All right.